I'm going to start by asking you to just give your name and credentials and area of specialty.
Okay. My name is Kirubel. I am a general practitioner and a Master's of Public Health, and also I'm a fellow for the International Society for the Quality Improvement. I have almost 5 years of work experience in the field of the general practitioner.
You work at the hospital or is it private practice?
Yes, I'm working in the public hospital.
Now, I know as a practitioner, you're very familiar with CME, CPD. Why do you think CME, CPD is important?
Thank you. The continuous professional development is important for the health professionals. From its name, at least we can see that it is a continuous course that a health professional needs to upgrade his or her knowledge and skill in the field of the healthcare. So it is important for the professionals to grow their knowledge and skill in the field and to continuously upgrade and renew the knowledge in the field of their work. And also it is important to deliver high quality, safe, effective, and a person-centered care for the patients.
Thank you. That's a great summary of the importance. What do you think if healthcare professionals don't keep up with their CME CPD? Is there a consequence on the patient?
For sure, it has a consequence because, as we all know, the health industry is continuously revolving and so many researches are done all the times. So the drug and the procedures are through time changing. So if the health professional don't update his or her knowledge and skill, there might be errors that we will encounter while we evaluate and treat the patients. So it is highly important to upgrade the knowledge and the skill all the time.
Now, I've spoken to a number of healthcare professionals that are practicing in Africa, and they always tell me that accessing CME CPD is a challenge. Have you, in your experience, had those challenges? And if so, can you speak to some of the challenges that you've come across?
Yes. We have encountered with the challenges to get the CPD course in the continent and also in the country. Most of the reasons are, the first one is the cost, the funding, because most of the costs are really high to pay. The second one is the time to attend the courses, because as we all know, there is a shortage of health professionals in the country and also in the continent, especially after the pandemic. We have observed the scarcity of the health professionals in the field of the health industry. So even though the health professionals are willing to attend the course, they have no time because they are loaded with so many workers in the hospitals. And the third one is there is a difficulty to get the suitable course. For example, if someone wants to attend or to get the course or to update his or her knowledge in the course of DM, and even though he or her needs the course, they might not get the course because there is no a diversity in getting the courses. So because of these reasons, the health professionals have hindered to get the new skills and the knowledges in the field of the healthcare.
Yes, that's quite a challenge, and it's a consistent challenge that I've heard with all the people that I've spoken to. So it seems to be a challenge that everybody faces, at least amongst healthcare professionals in Africa. Now, do you think an online course would be at least some solution to those challenges?
For sure, yes. If the online course have got the full knowledge and skills on the content, and if it is updated to fulfill the gaps in the field, I think it's fine.
Now, we've worked together to produce some of the courses that the program that we are involved in, the Milo Initiative, and you have been one of the reviewers of those courses. What would you say stood out to you about the course content that the Milo Initiative produces?
Okay. Frankly speaking, the contents that the Milo Initiative has produced are really considering what the African health professionals need. Because if we look at its content-wise, it is pretty, or it's short for the busy professionals to get the skill in short and precise time. Secondly, it has a progressive cues that it holds for the professional to go with the course to the end. And also it is combined with the video course. So the professional can feel that they are in a face-to-face with the professionals that give the course. So they feel that they are in the class or in the workshop. And also, if we look at the course in general, when we see the cases, they are real. They come from the real cases that we encounter in the daily experience. So we can feel the true cases there. And also, all of the courses have a link. If the professional needs to read further on that part, they are linked. So he or she can read more on the courses. So based on this, the courses are really nice for the professionals who are located in Africa.
I'm happy that that's what you find about the courses, because our goal is primarily to produce courses that are relevant to people in Africa. Because if it's not relevant, then it will not be used, and it will not essentially make sense to what they encounter in everyday practice. And that is why we make a point to work with people like you, those healthcare professionals who know the subject matter, based in Africa, treating patients on a daily basis in Africa. Because if it's not relevant, then it's not useful. So I'm glad that you made those points. Now, we are hoping to work with more people like you, and I want them to hear from you what your experience has been working with the Milo Initiative. I know you work directly with me most of the time, but there is just a team behind what we do. So can you comment on your experience working with the Milo Initiative?
First of all, I would like to thank you to giving me the opportunity to work with you. That's a pleasure for me. It is an opportunity for me to continuously learn and to continuously develop my growth and mindset in the course while I am working with you, because I believe that the CPD course is an investment on oneself. If a person invests on himself or herself, the confidence, the skills, the credibility of the professional on that specific area will boost. So I have got those skills while I am working with you, because I am continuously read. I'm continuously looking for researches on the daily basis. So it was a great experience, and I'm really thank you for the opportunity.
Well, thank you for those nice comments. And I have to thank you also for willing to work with us, because without people like you, then we can't do what we do. I'm equally grateful for your willingness to work with the Milo Initiative. Would you recommend the courses to your colleagues?
For sure, yes. Because if the health professionals can learn or can get this CPD course, they can develop new skills in the subject area. So they can enhance the patient care. Because what we have seen in the recent time is that the quality improvement in the health industry promotes the patient-centered care. So if the health professionals' knowledge and skill is updated on the daily basis, and if it is really based on the cases that they have seen in their field and also in their continent, they can update or upgrade their knowledge and skill. So I recommend the Milho Initiative course for all health professionals who are in the continent.
Thank you. Final question. We are currently working on patient information leaflets. The idea being that a healthcare professional who sees their patient can give them information regarding their disease, their treatment, how to prevent reoccurrence. And we are translating the content to Swahili and to French. So each leaflet will be in English, Swahili, and French. First of all, do you think it's a good idea? And secondly, is there any other language that you feel would be also appropriate for translation?
First of all, it is a good idea to work on the preventive care, because if we teach the patients on how the disease progress, how they can prevent the complications, it's nice. So if it is in the word of their language, it will be more important. So as you have told us that if it is in Swahili and French, most of the African continent speak those languages. So it's a good idea to do that. In our country, most of the people speak Amharic. Swahili, French, and English are not common for the general population. The country uses Amharic as the national language. So if we can interpret on that for the Ethiopians, I think it will be good.
That's great.